Good blessed Wednesday, November the 30th, 2022. It's about 5:05 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like what I say or put on social internet. That's your prerogative. You have a first, 14th, 5th, and so many other constitutional rights to think and believe as you please. What I want to talk about tonight, and I'm going to try to make it brief as possible. We as black people have to be aware of not just white supremacists. And if you're not a white supremacist, you don't even need to let this bother you, because white supremacy is in this country. It has been in this country. We got to be aware of some of these blacks that call themselves leaders for the black community. I'm going to give you a good example. You see, yesterday, I went to two meetings in the same place, one at 2 o'clock and the other one after that one ended at 3 o'clock. When it was with the Alexander County, Cairo, Illinois, Housing Authority, and with HUD. And some of the residents of the Cornell F. Smith Jr. Housing projects in Cairo, Illinois, asked me to come down to sit in the meeting and give a little input, because they being told that they have to move and find other places to live because the structure of this building, the height of it, the project that is in Cairo, Illinois, if an earthquake came, according to these surveyors, that the building would crack or the building won't withstand it. So I came down. The week before that, I came down to Cairo, Illinois, to a city council meeting, Cairo, Illinois City Council meeting, which was November the 22nd, 2022. Me, I'm an NAACP member, and another NAACP member who don't get grant money, who's a military veteran, honorably discharged, who's a Southeast Missouri Southeast University graduate from Carbondale, Illinois, and an individual that goes around trying to help anybody that needs help. Me and him and one other resident from Cairo, Illinois, was the only one sitting in this city council meeting besides the mayor that I met for the first time. I met him for the second time yesterday. And the city council members. Me and the guy from Carbondale, Illinois, I'm from Charleston, when they had the time for people in the public, the community to speak, me and the individual from Carbondale, Illinois, we spoke up about the situation of these people having to be moved somewhere else. The same way of what happened in 2017 when they tore down the projects, the McBride projects in Cairo, Illinois, and scattered the people some of everywhere. Carbondale being one of them, Georgetown Homes being one of the places which the people that was evicted out of Cairo projects when they tore them down and moved to some apartments in Carbondale, Illinois, called the Georgetown Apartments. Now they being forced to move up out of there. But anyway, wasn't nobody else there. But then yesterday, on the 29th of November 2022, at this meeting in Carbondale, Illinois, one of the residents asked me to go up and sign the paper so I can speak. I spoke once in the first meeting at 2 o'clock. Then I spoke again at the meeting for 3 o'clock. But when I got up and spoke, a female that said she'd been back in Carbondale for 6 months, I want y'all to look at the YouTubes. Look at the YouTubes that I uploaded yesterday, November the 29th, 2022. It's a part 1 and part 2. Raymond Lewis Ivy joined forces to speak up for the Carbondale, Illinois Housing Authority residents. Look at it real good. After I got up and spoke, here's a female. Everybody was voicing their opinion. Here's a female got up, and you could tell she was addressing me because I was trying to give them a history on HUD and the CHA, the Housing Authority, period. How they did us in Cabrini Green. Moved everybody out, tore it up. Robert Taylor's moved everybody out, tore it up. St. Louis blew them down. I didn't mention that at the meeting, but I mentioned Cabrini Green. And then I said that they are trying to do the same thing here. I told how they moved the individuals in 2017 from Cairo and sent them someplace else. And now they still trying to find some place because they being evicted from the places that they sent them to after they tore up the projects in 2017 in Cairo, Illinois. But here's this female get up after I did, and you will notice her. She real tall, wearing glasses. Kept on looking back where you will see me videoing her. And she said, oh, that's all good. In other words, what I'm saying is all good. But then she said, all that's in the past. You see what I'm saying? That's just like when they talking about lynching, you say, oh, that's in the past. We don't need to hear about that. This is the way she talked. And then she kept on saying, this positive, this meeting is positive. In other words, my statement that I made, the residents were satisfied with it. Because, see, I didn't come down there to speak up for her because I don't know her. She said she been back there for 6 years. Listen to what she's saying and then look at the condition of Cairo and tell me what the hell she been doing for the last 6 years in these meetings that she's talking about other than getting grant money. But anyway, she said that this is positive. She mentioned that a couple of times. And she said, whatever happened, we're not concerned about, I'm paraphrasing, we're not concerned about what happened in Cabrini Green. So you know she speaking about me. But see, I could have got ignorant because when I spoke, mine was positive. I could have got ignorant after she sat down, you see what I'm saying, and gave her a piece of my mind about what she said, but I didn't. You see what I'm saying? But then you had another one down there. Most of these females and people coming from Carbondale all the way, scratched from Carbondale, Illinois to Cairo, Illinois, they getting all this grant money. You see what I'm saying? They don't be at meetings where they really need to be at. They was at this meeting for HUD because all that money, millions of dollars, is floating around. 43 million floating around in Cairo, been floating around for the last 2 years. They talking about a Cairo port. But they keep on talking about they still doing research. It take a few million to do the research. But let me show you this here. It's another female that came. I don't know if she live in Marion or Carbondale because she's somewhere everywhere. She has 3 or 4 different positions, getting grant money for all of them. She's supposed to be the chairperson for the NAACP criminal department in Carbondale, Illinois. And I'm going to show you that she don't do her damn job on that. She claimed to have been a police in Carbondale, Illinois. Some said she was a police in Mounds, but she told me when I first met her, May of last year, 2021, hey now, she told me that she was a Cook County sheriff. You see what I'm saying? But my son got found hung March the 19th, 2021 in Carbondale, Illinois. I got some information to get in contact with this individual from the NAACP in Carbondale. I talked to her president too, but her and her president in the NAACP, that's the people that's running the NAACP in Carbondale, Illinois, they full of garbage. You see what I'm saying? You'll be better off going to the Ku Klux Klan and you might get some remedies, but you ain't gonna get it from the NAACP because they work hand in hand with the individuals that's doing people wrong. Now look, this female, she was down there, she told Todd, and she made herself look like a fool. If you listen to what HUD said and listen to what this female that said she used to be a police officer in Cairo once upon a time, listen what she said and listen what the guy that running HUD said in that meeting. She told HUD, she said, I'm still trying to get these people that was put out of here in 2017 in Cairo that moved to Carbondale, Illinois. I'm still trying to get them placed. But see, if you listen to that, she don't work for HUD. She don't work for the housing authority. She getting this grant money for different things. She's a chairperson on the NAACP. She got two or three other groups. The city of Carbondale just gave her $190-some grant for to stop the violence thing. Now, here it is. The man from HUD said out of his mouth, he said, the people that being placed, we gonna pay for the transportation, we gonna pay for U-Hauls, we gonna pay for it. Not this female that come down all the way from Carbondale, Illinois. She didn't even let it be known she an NAACP member. You know why? Because I know she ain't doing a damn thing for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, nor is her president, Linda Flowers. You see what I'm saying? Now, this female told HUD when they said that they'll pay for the transportation, she said, well, is it in writing? Who in the hell is her to ask? You know why she want to know it's in writing? So she can go try to get some more money saying that she moving people like she claims she did in Georgetown. You see what I'm saying? She down there manipulating these people, taking advantage of people. All you got to do is look at my YouTube. I ain't even got to say her name. She mentioned that how racist it was for them trying to put these blacks out, but yet she be working hand in hand with the white racist chief of police, Stan Reno in Carbondale, Illinois, Jackson County, and the prosecuting attorney, Joe Cervantes, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever he is, he racist against blacks too. But you will see her and some of them other people in that meeting from yesterday in Cairo working hand in hand, got posters up, signs up, talking about stopping the violence. But they ain't trying to stop no violence, they getting grant money. But she told him this, got in the writing, she said, because when I was in the academy, this is what she said. When I was in the academy, they said, if it ain't written down, if it ain't on paper, it didn't happen. So in other words, she telling him to put that on paper. Now, let me show you how she gonna eat her words. Look at this here. This is a complaint that I made with this same female May the 11th, 2021, concerning my son being hung down in Carbondale, and the Carbondale Police Department wasn't doing their job. And I sent it by email. Let me show you when I sent it by email. Look at this. May the 11th, 2021. That's over 600 and something days ago. And she said it got to be in writing. It's in writing. 4 or 5 pages, y'all. It's in writing. But let me tell you how many times this particular individual, this police lady, said if it ain't on paper, you see what I'm saying, then it didn't happen. Let me tell you how many times her and the NAACP that in Carbondale, Illinois, or anywhere else met with me about the hanging of my son. Not one damn time. You see what I'm saying? But she be hanging out with the same prosecuting attorney that closed my son's case, the same white racist police chief, Stan Reno, who his investigators closed my son's case, saying it was a suicide. He had 3 broken ribs. He had a gash in his hand. He had bruises on his side. He had money balled up in his hand with money balled up in his hand when he was hung. But yet they said he committed suicide. See, they ain't no money in that, so they didn't give a damn. Let me tell you another thing they didn't give a damn about. Some of them people, well, none of them. One of the residents there that I spoke with, he got up and spoke, and you can listen to him when he spoke. He told them about a female that was found hung in them Cornell Smith building 7 days after my son was found hung in Carbondale. She was found hung in her apartment and hung by a shower curtain. He said, I don't believe that happened. But see, what none of them, he told them, and what none of them interested in that. The mayor or none of them other people in there, they wasn't interested in it. But me and that one other NAACP individual that's not getting grant money, we was interested in it because both of us lost family members similar to what this female that he was talking about. Look it up, y'all. It happened March the 26th, 2021 in the Cornell F. Smith Jr. building that they trying to tear down. But it's a lot of other things, y'all, that you got to beware of some of these black people. That female tried to cut me down, but she couldn't cut me down because, see, number one, she let it be known she don't live in them buildings. She said she been back for 6 years. She said we need to go to some of the meetings where they getting stuff done. Show me what they done got done in Cairo, Illinois in the last 6 years. You done lost your only supermarket. It was a white man in there that I give more credit than her and the one that called herself a police and some of the other people there, because the white man trying to bring them a supermarket in Cairo, Illinois. Ain't none of them damn blocks trying to bring down now. But I'm going to leave it like this here. I ain't upset. I ain't mad. But I'm just letting it be known. Listen to some of these blacks, and then you try to see what's their motive is. Their motive is this grant money. See, they don't want that money to leave Cairo, Illinois. I let it be known I was an NAACP member and must don't have no NAACP members there. But see, on September the 9th, 2022, the Illinois state NAACP had a meeting in the Cairo, Illinois high school on the 8th, 9th, 10th, and I think the 11th. I attended the 9th. So did my youngest daughter, 16, because all of us, me and my 2 daughters is NAACP members. We attended that. We had to pay $40 a piece to get in there. It was all these high dignitary people coming all the way from Bloomington, all these other places. One of them, I think, in Bloomington said next year when they featuring the conference, the Illinois NAACP conference, they're going to have not Johnny Cochran, may he rest in peace, but Benjamin Crump. Ain't that something? They're going to have Benjamin Crump, as if that's Jesus coming. They can't get Benjamin Crump to try to help some of their own NAACP members who have a son that was hung. They can't get him for that, but they can get him to show up, and you got to pay $125 to get in there when I wouldn't pay $25 to get in no more of these things. But y'all wake up. All of these black people that claim that they for you, they ain't necessary for you. Some of them are, but a lot of them that was in that meeting, they not. That lady that got up and talked, Ask her what she done done. Cairo is declining. It was, the one man said, I think 10 years ago, it was 15,000 people there. Now it's about 1,000. Peace be still.